What's up, YouTube? It's your boy John Trades, and welcome back to another video. And you know what? I'm not gonna get to yapping or anything, so just make sure you hit that like button and comment on this video if this helped you out, and make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure to follow my Instagram and TikTok because I post a ton of reels there and a bunch of educational content as well there. So, yeah. That being said, let's get into today's video. As you can tell by the title and as you can tell by the screen. By the way, God bless you. I hope you're having an amazing day. But as you can tell by the screen, I want to go over why red days are the most important days for traders. So I don't know if that sounds crazy to you, but red days are the most important days for traders for a couple of reasons, which I'm going to go over today. And hopefully you can take away something from this video to help your trading journey out because I know a lot of my viewers are beginners. And as a profitable trader myself, hopefully I can give you the advice and everything I've learned over the years in the videos I create. So yeah, I've been trading since 2020, so I've learned a lot about trading ever since. And this year I've been having 10K months. So hopefully, if you can learn from anybody, you can learn from me. If not, you can trust me with what I am saying. Yeah, but that being said, I'm just yapping right now. I had a red day today. That's why this was on my mind and I wanted to talk about it. So let's go ahead and get into it, right? So the first thing is I want to talk about is why do red days matter, right? So red days matter, right? You lose money on red days. Boo, I know. It's the worst part of trading. You lose money. But you have to focus on that you start to gain data with these losses. So change your perspective from, okay, I lost money. Oh my gosh, I'm mad. But instead change it to, okay, I gained some sort of data. Something went wrong in my process that made me lose this trade. Or maybe nothing went wrong at all. You took a great setup and it just didn't work out. But now you know not every trade is 100%. But just knowing that you gain data per trade that you take, winning or losing, but especially losses, you learn about your process as well as yourself, like your own emotions and everything, and how to control yourself. Just knowing that you gain some type of data per trade that you take, especially red trades, because we tend to put more focus on, well, we tend to put focus on green trades, but everybody can be confident in themselves when they win a trade. But what happens when you lose a trade? Are you gonna blow up? We're trying to prevent that. We're trying to prevent blown accounts, and that's why red days are the most important. Because you don't blow up when you win a good trade. You blow up after you take a loss. Let's be honest. But yeah, like I was just saying, weak points of your process as well. You can see what went wrong. Maybe you lost a trade because you entered late. You had a little FOMO, whatever it is. You saw your entry. Oh, you missed your trade setup. Price ran your way, and you're like, you know what? I gotta click to buy. You learn about yourself. Sorry if that was loud. You learn about yourself as well, and you get to learn feedback and gain data about yourself and your process. Also, it's the market's feedback. It shows you, maybe that day it was very volatile. The market is giving you feedback of what it was doing that day, that session, and maybe the next session you'll gain something similar. A similar setup might happen, and you might be ready. Maybe 2 months down the line, a setup that you saw yesterday, 2 months down the line is going to show up again. It's basically market's feedback because the market tends to do things over and over. It might not be the next day or the next day, but the reason we have strategies and everything is because of the data of market history. So just the market giving you feedback of, okay, when the market is this volatile, should I be trading this day? Oh, when I saw this setup that one day I lost, now I know I should stay out or I should enter right here. So the market is giving you feedback on for that day, for your red day that you have. So in the future, you'll learn and know how to perform when you see the same setup occur again. Number two, the second thing I want to talk about is the shift in mindset. And what I mean by the shift in mindset is that once you start treating red days like how I am talking about you're supposed to treat red days, you're gonna start moving into that professional, consistent trading mindset. So pros treat red days completely different. than how you treat it. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you treat red days as like, I won't say the end of the world, but I remember for myself when I used to get red days, it used to put me down. I mean, even on red days, I used to make it worse by getting into that make it back mode, like it shows on the screen. I used to make it worse, blow accounts and everything. But understanding that pros treat these days as days to get better, even outside of trading. When Steph Curry has a bad night, when Kobe had a bad night, when Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady, whoever had a bad night, those were their most important nights because they learned and they were able to learn what went wrong and they were able to fix it. So instead of getting into make it back mode or trying to do everything right now mode, whatever, making it back, trying to get the money back right now, you go into, okay, let's learn. Let's get into a learning mode. Let's see what went wrong instead of trying to make it back now, because I know I need to protect my capital now, and I'm not seeing the market correctly right now currently. So, and I know there's going to be more opportunities in the future because trading is it's a longevity game, if we're being honest. I know it feels like each trade it must hit is do or die, but if you really think about it, you back test for a reason. You back test a set number of trades for a reason because you know your strategy is profitable over a certain amount of trades or a certain period of time. So making it back in one trade, we have to get that out of here and take a different perspective when we have red days, as in we're treating them as learning days, days that we know we can get better, and you should be excited for that. I mean, really, you should really be excited for that. It's like hitting the gym. What else? Hitting the gym. I don't know what else to compare it to, but you know you're going to get better after having red days because not every day is going to be a green day. Not every day is going to be the best day of your life. But each bad day or each red day that you have, you know you're going to have less and less if you properly treat them correctly. If you keep on learning and learning and learning. And trading is a never ending learning game. So I'm not going to say you're going to be, one day you're going to be flawless in it. But I can guarantee you from now, from where you are now to where you'll be in like a year or two, you're going to be completely better if you follow these steps in on your red days. Now, yeah, instead of getting into make it back mode, you're letting your emotions doing the talk or letting your emotions do the talking. Let's look at the trade. Let's see what happened. Was it a bad trade or just a losing trade? Did I take my setup and it just didn't work out? Or did I, like I said earlier, did I just let the emotions get in front of my logical reasons and just FOMO'd into the market? Was the market running and I wanted to get part of it and it ended up stopping me out? Did I miss my setup and maybe I over leveraged? Whatever it was, just making sure you're focusing on whether you took a bad trade or if it was a losing trade, recognizing that on your red days, and if it was a bad trade, just going over and learning to be better, seeing what went wrong, and learning to be better. Or if it was a losing trade, you know what, it's okay. I know I followed my process, which is pat on your back. If you know you followed your process and it just didn't end up working out, that is amazing. And you didn't let your emotions get over your logical reasons. That is amazing. That's the even on a red day, that's the biggest W you can take because you did not let your loss take over your emotions, which would have eventually led to you bleeding out your capital and building bad habits. So let's go to the next one. All right, so let's talk about how to handle red days. So, how I handle red day. I had a red day today, so we can talk about it right now. So, step away from the charts. Just know when you're done. You know, having a daily loss limit will help with that as well. Make sure if your emotions do get in front of your logic, just having a daily loss limit will protect your capital and make sure you don't blow it up, blow through your accounts. Journaling what happens. Yeah, let's stay on stepping away from the charts, right? Stepping away from the charts when you know your emotions are just getting the best of you. I'm gonna be honest, it's the hardest thing to do as a beginner trader because you just feel like you can make it back right now. I know. I've been doing this. I know. But if you can take control of that emotion of trying to make it back right now and being able to step away from the charts to breathe and know it's okay and this is a long game, a longevity game, that would be great for your trading journey. Next, journaling what happened. You know what? You're trading on a laptop. You're trading on the phone. There's no reason why you should not be recording your trades at this point. Let me show you right now. These were my trades for today that I lost. I should have waited. And didn't mean to play it. I go over it in my Discord, of course. But either way, I'll leave that down in the description. But either way, I record everything, all my trades that I take, and this was a trade that I lost today. As you can see, I guess I'll fast forward. I thought it was a good setup. It looked like a good setup. It wasn't a bad setup at all, but there was a couple things that I did wrong, and now I know going forward what went wrong in this trade. At the current time, I didn't know what went wrong, but now that I'm watching it back, you can see from a third eye view that, okay, I didn't see this. I didn't see this. In this case, I really didn't take this off of a key level, which really hurt me in the long run, and it ended up taking me out and me having a red day. So, yeah, you have a phone that you can simply just press that record button right there. I know you got some type of app you can record on, and if you're using a laptop, you can simply download OBS and start recording your trades. Very simple. You can look up a video on YouTube how to do that. But next is reviewing the chart with context, making sure that even though I recorded this trade setup, not just going over the trade, going through the motions, actually diving deep and seeing what's going wrong, what went wrong, where are we at on the chart. Just looking at, maybe if you were a teacher looking at a student, maybe if you were teaching trading to someone, kind of looking at it like that, like really trying to teach like someone you love, like your little brother. Say you're treat it like you're teaching your little brother how to trade, and he took this trade, and where you would expect him to, or what you would expect him to do differently next time he's on the chart. Try to treat that journal or that recording like that, so you know what to take away from it. Not just going through the motions, be like, oh, I did this wrong, whatever. No, actually going through and reviewing your process, your chart with context, so you know what went wrong and that you learn from your mistakes. And the last one is each journal you take on each red day, you should extract one lesson. I know one lesson. Wow, one lesson. How is that going to help me? I promise you, if you do one lesson over a year, let's say you have, it's like 250 trading days, some around that in a year. Let's say you're just the greatest trader ever. You have 20 red days in a year, right? Let's say you're the greatest trader ever and have 20 red days in a year. That is 20 lessons in a year. 20 lessons that you learned about yourself and your process to help you become a better trader. So I won't say you need to figure out everything that went wrong in that exact moment, but if you can extract one thing per journal, oh man, you'll be the greatest ever in a couple years. I promise you, pinky promise, you'll be the greatest trader ever if you can extract one lesson per journal. In a couple years, you'll be the best trader on social media, YouTube, whatever, private trader, whatever you want to be. But yeah, that being said, make sure you do these things. You do these things, you know what you're going to get, right? You're going to start receiving these payouts. And that's what it's all about. And also, red days are important because you get to protect your capital as well. Yes, I had a red day today, right? Guess what we just did in the overnight session? Let me bring up my premium Discord. Because I was able to trade again and live to fight another day, we just cooked in this huge trade on gold that I took with my Discord. I'll leave this down in the description. He's about to get a payout. Essa, I don't know how to say his name. I'm just calling him or her Essa. He's about to get his first payout, as you can see. He's about to receive his first payout because of that trade. And then Suave is about to pass a couple combines because of that trade. So, yeah, that being said, if you want to join my premium, I call out and go live every day, all my trades. And, yeah, you follow those steps, You'll start getting payouts. You'll start getting funded. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than that. You just got to trust the process. That's all it is. I know the P&L looks amazing to have, but you know what's the P&L without process? You're just gonna fall out over time. So fall in love with the process, and the payouts. It's gonna be just a reward for your efforts. That being said, make sure you follow my Instagram and TikTok. It's been your boy Jaw Trades. Yeah, I'll leave my premium down below in the description. And other than that, I'll catch y'all boys later. And girls, have a beautiful, blessed evening, and have a beautiful, blessed trading day tomorrow. Stay out the markets. It's FOMC. Just stay out the markets. Take the day off. I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.